From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather, live at 5.
Fred Gossett here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center late on this Monday afternoon, live at 5 with your latest forecast. It's been a cold day across the Tennessee Valley today with windy conditions with northwest winds gusting as high as 20 to 25 miles per hour, and also some scattered snow showers and snow flurries across parts of the area on this Monday. We'll start with the Arctic Air Skycam Network, and the cloud deck continues to hang tough across the area this afternoon, and that will continue into the overnight hours. In this cloud deck, there have been some light snow showers and snow flurries across the area. We don't see a lot here on Live Viper radar because the snow grains are so tiny, and also they're happening lower in the cloud deck, and a lot of the NEXRAD radars are overshooting the activity. But the snow flurry activity that has been out there this afternoon will start to quiet down as we head into the evening and the overnight, but the clouds will remain. Temperatures across the area already chilly into the mid to upper 20s. Because of the clouds, we're only going to drop a few more degrees for the overnight hours here, but it's still going to be cold as we head into the overnight. Cloud deck hanging tough across a large part of the southeast. It's going to be on into tomorrow before we start to see breaks in the clouds and sunshine gradually returning to the area. So overcast skies for tonight, low to mid 20s across southern middle Tennessee and northwest Alabama, just a few degrees lower than where we are right now. Gusty northwest winds continuing overnight, sustained as high as 10 to 15 miles per hour at times, and gusts as high as 20 occasionally into the overnight. The other little information box we have over there is still the potential overnight for some isolated areas of patchy black ice where the roadways stay damp this afternoon and the wind hasn't dried it out yet, or where you saw a little dusting of snow in a few isolated areas. As temperatures continue to drop through the 20s tonight, that may freeze into some black ice. It will be very spotty, very isolated where it does happen, so not a big impact across the area. Just be aware of that if you have to travel overnight or the first hour or two after sunrise into tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon with some sun here, partial sunshine at least by the afternoon, mid to upper 30s for daytime highs, but it's going to take us a while for temperatures to get there above freezing into the afternoon. But we do get sunshine increasing as we go Tuesday, especially Wednesday into Thursday. We'll have mostly sunny skies, but winter storm will be knocking on the door to the west Thursday out over the southern plains into the Ozarks. That will be pushing eastward Thursday night into Friday, overspreading our area after midnight Thursday night through much of Friday, lingering into Friday night. Maybe a few wraparound snow showers going into Saturday as well. We'll talk about that in detail here in just a moment. Temperature trend for the next 7 days, it's a cold one. Daytime highs only into the mid-30s all the way through Friday before we start to moderate a little bit closer to 40 degrees late in the weekend and early next week. Notice the lows here the next several overnights, ranging from the low to mid-20s all the way down to the mid to upper teens, especially Wednesday morning and Thursday morning. I think we'll have teens across the area. And this cold temperature range here is important because that's going to chill the infrastructure the next several days. The roadways, the bridge surfaces will be chilled. It will make snow and sleet and ice easier to accumulate on Friday when the winter storm gets into the area. Also, another thing to point out, with daytime highs only a few degrees above freezing each afternoon, yes, we don't have overnight lows too far into the range where you would usually need to drip your faucets overnight, but because each day we're only going to have a few degrees above freezing, and then most of the day in the nighttime period is below freezing, it's not going to be a bad idea to drip your faucets as a just in case, especially on these nights where we get down to the mid to upper teens, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, and then again Wednesday night into Thursday morning. So here's the big ticket item for the forecast locally this week. This wintry weather potential we have on Friday, starting before sunrise Friday morning, late Thursday night after midnight, starting before sunrise Friday morning, continuing for a large part of the day Friday into Friday night, and maybe some snow showers even wrapping around on the backside into Saturday. It's still too soon for specific details on exact timing and exact specific accumulation amounts, but accumulations of snow, sleet, and maybe some freezing rain looking likely across the area, and travel impacts are likely beginning as early as before sunrise on Friday. Now, the forecast zones I have here across the area, this is a midpoint average between the Euro solution, the Euro model, and the GFS model. They're both really close, but they have some subtle differences. The Euro model is a little colder through the profile and keeps it as all snow for southern Middle Tennessee down into the part of North Alabama that's along and north of the Tennessee River. And then it's a mix south of there, a mix of snow, sleet, freezing rain, and maybe a little bit of liquid rain in the afternoon. The GFS brings that mix to afternoon rain line a little farther northward into North Alabama and maybe even in the southern Middle Tennessee during the afternoon hours of Friday. We're watching trends. We're still 4 days out. We're watching trends on how this is going to play out, and exactly where those different mix and snow lines set up will determine how long the travel impacts last on Friday and also the specific accumulation amounts. That's why we can't give you specific details yet, but the general idea of this, the confidence is high in it. You need to prepare for travel impacts widespread across the area Friday night, beginning before sunrise on Friday. I think a large part of southern Middle Tennessee is likely to stay all snow or snow and sleet. Northwest Alabama, this may drop into your area if it does trend a little colder, but for now, everybody starts as snow Friday morning, but there may be a changeover to a mix or some rain into the afternoon. We'll be detailing this as we go forward the next few days. 7-day forecast starts with the hour by hour of your Tuesday, and it's a cold one here. Daytime highs only in the mid-30s, isolated upper 30s over North Alabama, partly sunny skies through the day, and we're going to be cold through the week. And again, that's very important because that makes the road surfaces colder, the bridge surfaces colder, power lines, things like that colder for when the winter storm comes in late Thursday night through Friday, maybe lingering flurries into Saturday. Again, too early for specific accumulation amounts, but accumulations are likely area-wide. Travel impacts are likely area-wide on Friday, so be aware of that. Clearing as we go late into the weekend and early next week as we finally get back to the lower 40s. There's a look at your latest 7-day forecast. I'll be back at 6 o'clock and 9 o'clock with another check of your local weather.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.